Welcome back to We the People podcast. I'm your boy, the Drunken Sailor. Welcome back on this Sunday, September 21st of 2025. 2026 is right around the corner, guys. And the other day, Trump came out with the executive order here to get at the tech companies in the tech industry for hiring H1B1 immigrants, visa workers, aka mostly outsourcing tech jobs or entry level jobs to Indians from India here in America with a working visa, bring them here to work minimum wage or entry levels, or outsourcing it to the call centers in India. So Trump said he didn't had enough of these companies not hiring Americans, workers, and they sought to fine them and penalize these companies for outsourcing and bringing in all these immigrants to work entry level jobs, not the best of the best, entry level jobs that the average American with a college degree could probably do here. But these companies abuse the system because they could bring in an H1B1 visa, somebody from India, bring them here for, let's say, $60,000. These are like, oh, $60,000, that's entry level. Average American do that. But what they don't tell you with these immigrants that they do bring into work, they can work them up to 100 hours a week. Now, the company do that. So if I could work an H1B1 visa holder or immigration holder coming from India or any Pakistan or any of these countries, bring them here to work these entry level tech jobs or whatever these type of job, entry level job like that, pay them the 50, $60,000 a year salary. But since they're here on a visa, I could work them 80, 90, 100 plus hours a week and no complaints, no troubles at all, no overtime, nothing like that. The company jumped on it. Because Americans not going to put up with that shit. And I'm not going to work over 40 hours without overtime, comp, or something like that, or more pay. These visa holders coming in from India and all these other countries, they love it. Because they'll take on the visa, they'll come here, they'll do whatever it takes to work, get a job, live in America, and hopefully bring their family over. And next thing you know, we got an invasion here. So Trump picked this out Friday. I think Thursday or Friday night. Signed an executive order. Get going to start finding up to $100,000 one-time fee to these companies. Blah blah blah. Now we're gonna listen to this what Trump said, but there's always a but. The but came after this yesterday. But this is what this executive order actually is. We're gonna get to that. Let's listen to Trump explain it in his own words.
On the visa question, I think this may be the next thing that you're signing, but for the H-1B visa action that you're doing
It's going to be
today,
next. We'll talk about that.
you're very close to the technology
Yeah.
CEOs. Are they concerned about that?
I think they're going to be very happy. Everyone's going to be happy. And we're going to be able to keep people in our country that are going to be very productive people. And in many cases, these companies are going to pay a lot of money for that. And they're very happy about it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that next, all right? Okay. My friend, why don't you keep that, okay?
Thank you.
That's such a good job. Okay. It's phase one. John, you happy? Pitch. Okay, let's go.
Thank you, Mr. President. One of the most abused visa systems in our current immigration system has been the H-1B non-immigrant visa program. This is supposed to allow highly skilled laborers who work in fields that Americans don't work in to come into the United States of America. What this proclamation will do is raise the fee that companies pay to sponsor H-1B applicants to $100,000. This will ensure that the people they're bringing in are actually very highly skilled and that they're not replaceable by American workers. So it'll protect American workers, but ensure that companies have a pathway to hire truly extraordinary people and bring them to the United States
We
to
need
work.
workers. We need workers. We need great workers. And this pretty much ensures that that's what's going to happen. I think, Sean, you agree with that?
Well, they're $100,000 per year. So the whole idea is no more will these big tech companies or other big companies train foreign workers. They have to pay the government $100,000, then they have to pay the employee. So it's just not economic. If you're going to train somebody, you're going to train one of the recent graduates from one of the great universities across our land. train Americans, stop bringing in people to take our jobs. That's the policy here. $100,000 a year for H-1B visas, and all of the big companies are on board. We've spoken to them about the gold card.
They love it. They really love it. They need it. Go ahead, Sean.
So that was Trump and his team saying, hey, we need to stop bringing in H1B1 visas. If the company's going to bring in, then make sure that it's the best of the best, and that most with Americans are not qualified for some of these positions. What's to a point, it's bullshit in itself. We shouldn't be having any more H1B, any work visas, any visas at all. We need to cancel the whole effing program. No more people coming in. Unless you are like an Einstein mother sucker with rocket science or something. Other than that, we need to stop bringing in people, cancel or suspend a lot of these programs. Because at the end of the day, we're going to talk about why they're bringing in all these immigrants legally here. Like I said, we have what, 50 million legal immigrants here working on school visas or stuff like that, and that's not count probably the 60 plus illegally people that stayed after their visa expired here illegally, hop the border, whatever the case is. We gotta stop. America's not a melting pot. America is melting to hell. We have to stop this shit. Real Americans are struggling and hurting after this. So Trump put that out. Let's take a look at what it really meant. Now, this was yesterday. Press Secretary Caroline Levine to clarify Trump's statements on the fees and the H-1B visa executive order that he signed just on Friday night. So this is the good meme here. MAGA, you fell for it again. Let's read this tweet. She didn't even say it in a press conference. She said it in a tweet. She's the bad guy that had to make it clear. Trump came out, oh yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to bring American workers back. We're going to penalize these companies, blah. Oh, sound good. The base, little red meat to the base of MAGA. Yeah, more American workers. Get rid of these foreigners. But then Caroline come out, to be clear, let's make this clear what it meant. Let's read this tweet. Not even a real press conference. To be clear, one, this is not an annual fee. It is a one-time fee that applies only to the positioners. And these companies, Microsoft, Meta, Apple, they're worth billions, if not trillions of dollars. $100,000 to these major tech companies is like a pocket change. It's like the quarters I find on my couch. $100,000 these companies are. Number two, those who are already holding the H-1B visa currently outside the country right now will not be charged $100,000 to re-enter. Okay, god damn. You fell for it again, MAGA in America. God damn, we are being played better than a fiddle right now. Holy shit, you can't make this up. H-1B1 visa holders can leave and re-enter the country to the same exact as they normally would, whatever ability they have to do that is not impacted by yesterday pop again. God damn. Proper menu. God damn. So they can do whatever. They come back and forth whatever they want to. So this don't apply to anybody already currently on the H-1B visa. So number three, this apply only to new visas, not renewables, and not currently visa holders. So just brand new H-1B1 visas only. This is brand new. It will first apply in the next upcoming lottery cycle. So basically, that executive order that Trump signed, or we need workers, American workers first, was a bunch of bullshit. Because it applied to the current or anybody renewing shit, and technically have no merit. And it's a one-time fee, $100,000, which Apple, Microsoft can just piss out. Motherfucker can find that in their pocket. $100,000, I had that. Here you go. It doesn't help any American workers. It might actually make it worse. And plus, most of these companies have most of the day outsourcing fucking anywhere, India or China or Pakistan. So how does it hurt anybody? How does it help? How does that help the American people get jobs or entry-level jobs? Entry-level jobs supposed to be for people in college, getting out of college and stuff like that. So And we getting all the H1B1 visas. Immigrant workers are getting most of the entry level jobs or mid management jobs. What are all the college students? Anybody getting out of college the last 5, 10, 15 years? How they supposed to work or get into a company or grow or get better or get the skills needed to grow into a career, not a job? So we don't have the skill. So what are our universities doing? Oh yeah, they pushing all this woke fucking gender fucking study bullshit. Wonder why most college millennials and Gen Z or Gen After don't have any competent skills to do anything. But they know it's 100 genders and shit. They know can compete with a girl or girl can be in the bathroom, whatever case may be. They know about all that shit. Don't mean shit. But they're not competent to be in mid-level or entry-level jobs in tech companies or firms. End of the day, if Americans, we don't have the basic skills of getting the basic entry level jobs or mid manager jobs, like most people that do have college degrees or should have learned some basic skills. What the f are these universities and colleges? What are people paying for? If these factories and universities and colleges are cranking out people getting degrees and shit, what are they learning? And what good are the degrees they're getting? Most of these people degrees ain't worth the paper it's printed out on. But most of these students and the young adults have up to a $50,000 of student loan debt, but can't get a basic entry level job because they're getting outsourced by H1B1 visas workers from China, Pakistan, and India. So why is our tax dollars or American dollars paying for any university? We need to burn them motherfuckers down or pull every federal dollar from all these major universities and colleges until we find out what the fuck are you teaching these kids. Oh yeah, communist, socialist ideas, and hate family, evil fucking shit. Charlie Kirk, that's why Charlie Kirk was going around debating on the university college. Because that's where learning is supposed to be happening at. That's where debates and different debates of different ideas and cultures are supposed to be happening on college university. You see what happened to him. These woke motherfuckers don't want to hear no different opinions but their own. They want to be in the echo chambers in the college universities, and now we don't have enough people to work or be in most the basic level entry level jobs. And most companies are outsourcing those, and now with AI and shit, getting rid of them completely. So Donald Trump, this is another bullshit lie. This is the bullshit. And like I said, why all these executive orders? We need something in Congress to really have meat and potatoes, but Congress will never do their job. So Americans, I don't know what to do, what we doing moving forward. But if the people don't not ready to stand up and want better, we deserve what comes to us. And shit is about to hit the fan. All I'm gonna tell you, this H1B1 visa and Trump, Trump is already in bed with the tech bros. He's in tech with Elon Musk. This shit was just showing some red meat to the base. But at the end of the day, doesn't mean shit. All his shit have no teeth. It doesn't mean shit. Let me know in the comment section what you think, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Share the video. I appreciate it, guys. I'll be back in the next video. Peace.